Hey, dude.
So,
thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. I know it's getting a little contentious, but I appreciate that we're having this conversation.
What does that word contentious mean? Can you tell me what that means? You've used it.
24 years of wisdom, and you don't know what contentious means? It means we're butting heads. We're butting heads. We're at odds.
Okay.
Yeah. Argumentative. Hey, dude, look at this.
So what thirst trap did I post?
Bro, this is...
The shirtless picture on Instagram?
Yes, dude. This is unacceptable. That's a thirst trap. That is like you're...
Well, that was before. That was before, so
23 weeks? How long you been with your girlfriend? Thought you...
And it was also, I mean, pretty inspiring, I would say, considering I was...
Women can't be inspiring with their bodies?
I mean, there's nothing inspiring by taking off your shirt and showing men your tits.
That's what you're doing. You literally just took your shirt off and showed your tits.
That's exactly what you're doing in that photo.
Yeah, but the difference is I trained extremely hard and I dieted properly to get those.
Well, what about the girls who train extremely hard and then post... Like, Hila is training right now with a trainer for a few months.
That's exactly what Hila's photo was.
That she's showing off.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's great.
Oh, well, I think that it's super inspiring that she did that.
But don't you see how silly you're being?
It inspires me, actually.
Don't you see how silly you're being? You go, oh, I didn't know that. But it's like, everybody who's posting pictures like there's a lot of them just feel good. They want to show it off all their hard work.
There's different contexts, right? These things are a lot more nuanced. Like if you're just posting a slutty picture versus if you're like working out and you're showing your core or like your progress in the gym, like before and after, that's a different context.
Okay, so gym progress pics are good.
It's a different context.
So if a girl posts herself in like tight gym pants and like a bralette to show off progress, is that cool? Or is that slutty?
Look, I still wouldn't want my girlfriend to do that, just my personal preference.
Right.
But it's okay, I understand that if you want to show people your progress and you're proud of it, I'm all about that.
Yeah, but did you see it's a little silly? Because it kind of all qualifies as that, when people want to show off and feel good.
No.
Because we're all working on
I just think it's context. Yeah, sure. I just think it's context.
Yeah, because this video you're putting out as the self-proclaimed role model says women should not ever do that because that means they don't respect their man. Like, this is you as a role model talking to men.
Things she can and cannot wear.
Because now you're adding nuance and context and stuff, and you're walking stuff back, and you seem more human, right? But like when I watch
this is how I am.
Hold on, though, because that's not what you're selling.
On TikTok,
that's not what you're selling.
Ethan, of course, I'm not selling anything.
Yes,
of course,
you are.
On TikTok,
you're selling yourself
out of context,
as a self-help
and I have no
person.
Control. I have
Stop
no
it! It's your people.
No. I don't have a self-help
What happened to being an alpha male, bro? You don't have control of your own social media account and the people you pay?
I never said
who would want to be? You're incompetent. I have control over my shit. That's pretty hot.
I never said I was, Ethan.
You say that you pay them. You pay them.
You know.
You pay them.
Listen.
You said you pay them.
Listen. Okay. Are you done?
You said you pay them.
Yes, I do. Are you done?
Well, now that yes, I'm done. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. I never said I was an alpha male. I don't sell any self-help courses. I don't do any of that.
You're inspiring.
Okay. I'm just trying to inspire people. Sure. And I actually forgot what I was going to say, unfortunately, but
that's
hopefully
okay.
It comes back to my
Let's
mind.
go back. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, don't you sell courses though about like being a drop shipper and shit?
So I'm glad you asked. We actually have a free course.
You have a free course.
People can go in. Yep. People can go and join that for free. We just launched our first paid course yesterday.
So you do sell stuff.
And yes, as of yesterday, I sell paid.
Because you just said you don't sell stuff.
I said I don't sell self-help stuff. God, Ethan, you are so annoying to argue with. You just like
your ideas are inconsistent.
You're picking at like the tiniest little details like that. You're just arguing like such a child.
No, but that's what it feels like to you. But I'm picking at your logical inconsistencies because your opinions, they're like.
You would have been a good lawyer, Ethan.
Well, thank you.
No, I'm listening to you.
But they're not small points, right?
Am I right, Olive? I just thought of that.
They're not. Yeah. They feel annoying to you because like you don't have adequate answers because your whole identity is contradictory. You're on one hand selling this image And you're not selling it, right? People don't have to buy to watch your TikTok, but you're branding yourself as a self-help guy, and you put out videos like this about what women can and cannot wear. And then ultimately you're building yourself as a personality like Andrew Tate to sell courses. I mean, I'm not fucking born yesterday. We all know how it works, bro. Stop it.
No.
Stop, bro. Why are you pretending like it's not the funnel?
That's not, because I'm not funneling people to buy my courses. Yes, there are things that when I speak in these podcasts, they are intended to be a little bit more polarizing. You probably do that too.
Whoa,
and that's how you get exposure.
Didn't you accuse me of being polarizing and that's why I was a bad dude?
So hold on.
You just said you post polarizing content.
No. I'm saying in those instances, okay, look, if I can't get my thoughts out, I'm going to lose my train of thought. And then if you won't let me finish speaking, I'm just not going to do it anymore. But I want to finish. I want to tell you.
There's your answer. He answered it.
No, okay. So, yes, in order to grow and a faster way to grow, you post content. And if it's controversial, then it goes viral. Sure. And the truth is that Sebastian, if you watch my longer form content and if you watch my podcast throughout, you will see, and now you see as well, interviewing me, that I have a more nuanced perspective on things. And a lot of the time, there's a gray area, there's context, and I can understand that. So that's just the truth. When people see me and they're like, who is this shithead? They come and watch me on YouTube and they're like, okay, or whatever. Or they interview me or they watch podcasts like, okay, he actually is not
people
a
think you're a shithead.
He actually knows a couple of stuff. I'm just using a word.
Do people think you're a shithead?
So yes, those videos
do people
go viral.
Think you're a shithead?
Well, no, I don't know, Ethan. I wouldn't imagine they think I'm a shithead.
Because that's what you accuse me of, being a bad guy, and people don't like me, and that's people think you're a shithead because you're controversial.
So, yes, when we post these,
so what's the difference between what we
people actually see me for who I am? The difference is when you actually find out who I am, I'm a decent person.
Unlike me.
And when people look at you, yes, unlike you, you're someone that spreads a ton of hate.
That's the difference.
Someone that is not an example to follow.
So the difference between us is that once you get to know both of us, people will learn that you're a great guy and I'm still a piece of shit.
Now that's funny.
But that's what you said.
That's hysterical. You're killing me.
Ethan, I don't think there's anything very inspiring about you.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I've heard that.
I'm sorry, that before. But I don't. And maybe I don't know you that well. Maybe there is.
Well, people.
But I don't think that there is.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Listen, let's move on. Right. I don't want to. I don't want to. Here, let's talk about this one.
Well, can we find common ground on something? Is there anything that you agree with?
Sorry. I think there is a lot of common ground. Like we have. I think there's crossover on values, but these are values that's like universal. Like you don't want your partner to call you ugly. That's not interesting, right?
So that's our common ground?
Well, I'm just making a point. We have lots of common ground, but that's like normal shit, right? And so I just, you're branding. We both have good hairlines. Pull your hairline back. Let me see. That's pretty good hairline.
Good hairline. Very good hairline. I'm jealous, Dan. Dan, I'm jealous. So, Jersey Outlaw's jealous of that hairline.
Jimmy has to sit this one out.
Yeah, sorry, Jimmy. He just said you got to sit this one out.
Sorry, Jimmy.
I know. I'll have Olivia lower it down a little bit.
I do want to.
So are you not like Ethan? Is there nothing about what I've done on the internet that you find inspiring at all? Like what I've done for my family, like what I've done for young men, what I've done for people, I've inspired people. Is none of that important to you in any way?
Okay, so how did you make money? Let's start there.
Okay, so I'll tell you, and don't interrupt me, okay? I have a video on this. You can watch it for more detail, but I'll summarize it. So when I was in high school, I looked on the internet for ways to make money because, as you know probably, I didn't have any of it myself.
No,
so
okay.
I was, the first thing I did was I started working at Taco Bell, and then I started working at a car wash vacuuming cars, and then I started vacuuming cars, and then I got into sales, and then I got into real estate. And then after real estate, I started doing drop shipping. That's where I started drop shipping. So I would start a store, work on it, start another store, work on it. And every store that I started, I became better at it. I became more skilled. And
what is drop shipping?
Drop shipping?
Yeah.
You know what drop shipping is.
I just
I'm
want
not
you to
gonna
explain
You know
what it is. It's when you buy shit from Alibaba and then like resell it on Amazon, super marked up, right?
No, I mean, you buy stuff wholesale and then you sell it
Sell it
somewhere else.
retail.
You can attach a logo. You can create a brand around it. There's a lot of things you could do, and it doesn't have to be cheap products. And you know what dropshipping is because you have a brand yourself and you guys source clothing that is not the highest quality clothing and you guys overprice it. So you know very well what this business is and you know how to do it.
You think that
So
my
I did
clothing
that.
brand is drop shipping?
No, I think that your clothing brand is sourced from China or from wholesale places that are cheaply made with cheap quality, and then you sell it overpriced. People are better off just going to H&M at the mall and buying clothes there.
So
and plus,
what you do
also, when I was watching, hold on, when I was watching this video on you, there was a person that was also comparing your designs, and you guys were stealing tons and tons and tons of designs from other brands, which in the past you have also criticized other people of doing. So that's another way that you're a hypocrite, because you literally say people shouldn't steal designs from brands. Knocked drop shipping. You knocked drop shipping because you said that people sell shitty shit from Alibaba and they overprice it, but you literally do the same thing with your brand, Teddy Fresh. And I'm pretty sure that's a pretty large, pretty significant source of revenue for you. So I really think it makes you look bad when you say that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to continue telling my story.
No.
Because I'm not done.
Well, come on. Don't be silly. Now I'm going to respond to that. So I just want to go back to where this conversation started. You talk about context and how stupid it is to express an opinion without knowing what the fuck you're talking about.
Sure. Okay, fine.
You watch no. You watch one hater video about how we steal designs and shit, but you've never heard me talk about that, right?
No, I haven't. This is all I know from it.
Okay, cool. So that's not a very well-informed opinion.
Okay, tell me. Where do you get your clothes from?
So first of all, you say that Teddy Fresh is drop shipped. You say we buy it.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, hold on.
I just said that I didn't say that.
I know you said but you did.
You said you know what drop shipping is because you do it with Teddy Fresh.
Yeah.
You literally just said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. You just said
you know what drop
That's
shipping.
a fact.
Okay, that's not what I meant.
Okay.
So you know what drop shipping is because you've explained it, and you know what drop shipping is. You explained it when you were criticizing me, and you do e-commerce, which is very similar to drop shipping.
All e-commerce is drop shipping? That's crazy. So listen.
Do you have are the speakers not working?
No, they work. I just think it's awesome that you speak confidently without knowing anything, which is something you criticize people for. Like No, Teddy Fresh. How do you think we make Teddy Fresh?
I will say something. I will say something, and you guys will take the most absolute wrong. You'll perceive it in the most straightforward, absolute way, which is so what you're doing is just trying as hard as you can to make me look stupid and bad. It's in a form of debate, and it's not look, I'm not here to do this. I'm here to share opinions.
You just said we make low quality content. How does our how is it, bro? How?
Okay, where do you get it from?
You literally just said that.
Ethan, I said yes. Where do you get your clothes from? Do you not source it from cheap countries? Where do you get it from, please? If you don't tell me, where?
Do you think that
tell me.
Good products can be made outside the United States? Is it possible?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so what's your point?
Answer me the question. Where do you get?
We source it from all over the world.
Where do you source your clothes?
All over the world.
Where's most of it come from?
A lot of it's made in China. Yeah.
Okay, great. Sure. That's where most of dropshipping products are made from.
Why is that the same thing?
They make a ton of products.
Why is that the same thing?
Because you are just Alibaba is Chinese products. You're knocking
How do you think we make our clothes? How do you think we make our clothes?
Oh my gosh.
No, seriously. How do you think we make our clothes? Tell me.
I think that you steal designs from other companies and you source products from Chinese countries. Okay. And you said it yourself. I'm quoting you. You said that that's what they do with dropshipping. And then they ridiculously mark it up. That's also what you do. Your clothing is ridiculously marked up. And your wife has said that it should be worth more. When in reality, it's not. It's just cheap clothing.
Okay,
There's nothing that special about it.
Let me tell you about Teddy Fresh. We have 30 employees, a huge design team. We design everything in the studio, in our building. We source it. We mock it up. It's all original designs. We decide on the fabrics, the
It's
details.
not all original designs. It's not.
Well,
But
you're wrong. Well,
continue.
you're wrong. They are all original designs, and you watch one hater's video doesn't give you an informed opinion to speak that confidently about it. We design.
Email me that.
We
then after
design
this.
it right in every detail. We do rounds of testing and stuff. It starts in a mock, and we work with some of the best manufacturers in the world. The same people that make
Okay,
Supreme
great. So you
stuff.
source your products from China. Drop shipping. A lot of drop shipping comes from China. Great. So
What the
you're
fuck?
knocking it, but you do exactly that. And then
No,
also,
it's nothing
like I was
alike.
trying to say,
Is Apple
and
drop
what-
ship
like I
their
was-
phones? Does Apple drop
Like
ship
I was-
iPhones? Does Apple?
like I was trying to
does
say,
Apple
you
drop ship
ridiculously
iPhones?
overprice.
Does
you
Apple
ridiculous-
drop ship iPhones?
Look, all right.
No, no,
I'm not
seriously.
doing this, bro. Like,
No,
I'm-
does
no,
Apple
I'm
drop
not
ship
doing it.
iPhones?
No, Apple
What's
does
the
not.
difference
And I'm not
between
gonna
what
do
we
this
do?
anymore.
What's the difference between what I do and Apple does? Because their shit's made in China.
I think
Ethan,
he's done.
no.
I think he's
Your
done.
brand is overpriced.
Based
You
on what
overprice it.
information is it overpriced?
Based on people can go to H&M and get similar style clothing for way cheaper.
So
For
is
Forever 21. You sell hoodies for $100. You sell t-shirts for $40.
is there any hoodie worth
That's
buying?
overpriced.
Have you ever bought a nice hoodie before?
Okay.
You
so
believe in
this
status,
is this
right?
is all that I'm trying to say. This is all that I'm trying to say.
No, but you're saying personal things about my business and my wife's business. So I'm in full.
You have to be protective
I'm,
as
yeah,
the man.
I'm in a full right place.
showing
as
you-
a man.
I'm
I'm
showing you how
protecting my
you're
wife's
wrong.
business. As a man,
Ethan,
and it's
I'm
not just
showing
about
you how
muscles.
it's wrong of you. I'm showing you how it's wrong of you to criticize something that you
I didn't even
directly do.
criticize
That's
it. I think it's
hypocritical.
funny you think
you
I'm
did.
criticizing.
You said drop
I
shipping
just
is a scam.
explained it.
You said it's a scam.
I never
you
said that.
You said it's.
Bro,
you
you're
said it.
fucking,
You did when you criticized
you're living in an
me.
alternate
You-
reality.
You
Did I
said
say
that.
drop shipping is a scam?
You said that when you criticized me. Go watch the video on me. I
Okay.
can't believe you forgot this. I just watched it
I
2
can't
hours
believe
ago.
it.
You said drop shipping is a scam because you source things from China and then you sell them overpriced. And that's exactly what you do.
Why are they
How can you
overpriced?
not see your own hypocrisy? You're literally being the biggest fucking hypocrite right now. It's
Why
incredible.
is Teddy Fresh overpriced? Have you ever bought a nice hoodie before?
Okay.
Have you ever bought a
It's
piece
overpriced.
based
For
on
the
what?
type of clothing that it is.
Have you
Based
ever
on the fact
touched
that you-
it?
Okay.
Have you ever touched it? Have you ever looked at it? Do you know anything about it?
He's getting up.
Ethan,
That's
I
it.
would never pay $100 for a design that was 99% inspired from something else that's sourced
Me neither.
from whatever manufacturer. You guys are in the business of making as much profit as you possibly can, I would imagine. Okay? You're knocking something that you do. You're just a giant hypocrite.
All right, we're not getting anywhere, but I will say that
Let me finish my story.
Well, let me just say,
finish my
because
story,
as a
please.
man, I need to defend my wife's company. Our hoodies
Good.
are super
I
high
like that.
quality. They're made to last. They're made by the same manufacturers that make stuff like Palace, Supreme, and all the top brands. It's actually not super profitable because we put so much work into the materials and the crafts. Our margins are way less than our contemporaries' other brands' streetwear products because they actually charge more for the same type of product that's made in the same factory. But because we know that we don't want to mark it up too much on our customer, we take it at less of a margin. In fact, we operated on a loss last month because we wanted to take our time and spend more time on the design process and getting our processes in order with our 30 employees. So we did take a loss last month because we wanted to take our time and get things going, organized in an efficient way, like an alpha male would.
Great.
And
so what I'll do is I'll buy one of these hoodies. I'll buy one of your hoodies. I'll have it shipped here and I'll check it out and then I'll DM you. I'll let you know what I think about it. But
okay, cool.
It sounds like you're going to have some great quality clothing.
Thanks,
Katie,
bro.
can you buy one of Ethan Klein's hoodies for me? Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
All right, let me finish telling my story. Let me tell my story. So I got into dropshipping and then I started doing e-commerce, which is where you create brands and you develop like a whole identity around it and it becomes a more involved, serious thing. And then once I started to build up some capital, I started just posting my journey on YouTube. I was like, yo guys, I grew up super poor. There was one point in my life where my mom couldn't even afford to pay electricity. It was always very, very bad, thrifting clothes. And now I figured out a way to make some money on the internet. This is what I'm doing. So as I was learning dropshipping and e-com, growing my skill sets, my YouTube channel was growing in tandem with me. And then I built up capital and I started getting into like trading, and I started doing like investing into stocks and cryptos and et cetera. And then my YouTube channel grew and grew, and then I started a agency. I started a marketing agency, basically just running Google ads for brands. That's what I referenced earlier. That agency, I texted my CMO today, has generated $50 million in sales for its clients. And we've worked with $1 billion clients, some brands that you're definitely aware of, working with their marketing. So we've done that. And then I continued to trade and invest. I did very, very well with trading, very, very well with investing. And then, of course, the YouTube channel grew. We had an initiative to like grow my personal brand and get super big because we wanted to give back. So that free course that I mentioned is called Discover TikTok Dropshipping. It's like a brochure style. It's not the most detailed thing, but it's a good thing to watch if you're not sure if you want to get into dropshipping or not. It'll teach you the basics. And so the idea is like, hey, if you like this, you can watch this, and there's good information in here. Based on this information, if you don't like it, then you can go a different way.
Who's the better
and that's
salesperson,
free.
me or you?
Sebastian, are you a multi-millionaire?
Hold on. Yes, hold on. So
that's what I thought.
Yes, and then that's what basically there's like affiliate links.
We can learn, Dan, from them.
Bro, I'm not. Listen, I want to let you talk, but I don't need you to explain what affiliate marketing is.
Okay, so yeah, we did that, and now that's doing very, very well. And then yesterday, because we have 188,000
the only thing you're inspiring me to do is fall asleep right now, bro.
You're getting to be funnier than me, and I'm getting a little jealous of you.
Oh, really,
now.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, you're monologuing for too long.
You should listen. No, I'm telling you my story. I mean, you should listen to me.
It's
inspiring. I've done very.
It's inspiring.
I've done very, very well for myself.
It is inspiring.
And your company took a loss last month. So,
it is inspiring.
I mean,
you know who else made a lot of money?
Well,
Jeffrey Epstein.
Clearly not. Okay, so yeah.
But I'm saying
great.
that inherently is it's nice that you did that, but it's not enough.
Your examples are so bad. Like,
How?
I can't believe you're comparing me to these terrible people.
I'm not saying that you do what Jeffrey Epstein
Sebastian,
is.
how many homes do you have?
So anyway, I did that, and if you guys are boring and if it's not interesting, then that's fine.
Let me ask you. Can I please ask you one thing? Who's a better salesman, me or you?
What do you mean? Who's a better salesman?
Do you think you're a good salesman?
What? I don't. Give me. What do you mean, salesman? In terms of what?
No, I'm not trying. It's not
selling yourself. Selling a car,
yeah.
Selling a
selling
pen?
yourself.
Which one?
You know, selling yourself. Because obviously, I'm not trying.
Well, Ethan, I don't think you really even sell yourself. I think that you just make broad content that appeals to a broad audience, and that's why you have a lot of people watching you. I don't think that you really even sell yourself.
Do you think you're a good salesman?
I don't know why you're asking me this question.
Because I just fucking sold your ass a hoodie, bitch.
There it is.
So who's more alpha? You
there you go, Big Dan. Oh. There it is, Big Dan.
Hey,
Mr.
Ethan,
Stalin.
I haven't bought anything. Katie,
I know.
Did you buy that yet?
Yeah, I know. You don't have to buy it. It's still funny.
No, I'm gonna contribute, try to make your business profitable this month, because my life. This is what I want.
He has
I want
so much
everybody
money
to do better.
that he could probably buy 20
Ethan,
hoodies.
I want everyone. No, Jimmy, shut up. I want everyone to do better in life.
40 hoodies.
I want everyone to be.
You're a
better
multi-millionaire.
version
You
of
could buy his company.
Jimmy.
Sebastian Fresh.
Right, he's the outlier.
I'm the Jersey outlaw.
He's out of control. Sorry, I apologize
Ethan,
for Jimmy.
to me.
Yeah,
I had to say it.
Listen to me.
I had to say it in your behalf.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I want everyone to do the best that they can possibly do in their life, and I know that that's good for them. That's what I want. I want you to make more money. I want your company to be profitable. I want you to lose weight. I want you to be happy. I want you to be the best version that you can possibly be. I don't care that we disagree on everything. I don't care that you brought me on here and you're trying to make me look dumb and it's not working. I still want the best for you. And that's my, like,
He's a better
my
salesman than you.
That's what I want.
I also
so I'm just letting you know.
I wish the same for you. I'm not wishing harm for you. My thesis is that you are putting out, I think, harmful ideologies in tandem with Andrew Tate. You're riding that wave of red pilling, and I think it's really bad what you're doing. You also called me dumb and the worst person in the world, but we already went over that. We walked that back, so that's fine. But this is what I'm saying, and we can get back to that if you want, because I do think there's interesting things like Andrew Tate. I'd love to discuss with you because I know you're a fan of his.
I'm not red pill at all, and I wouldn't say I'm a conservative. I don't care too much about politics. I literally just want to do my own thing, and I want the best for me and my family and everyone else in the world. That's all. I just want to be left alone. I don't want you to tell me that my kids have to be gay. I want you to just leave me alone. That's all. I can raise my own kids.
So you think people want your kids gay?
No, I'm just saying I don't want to get into this because I'm Frank, I don't enjoy arguing with you because you're very frustrating. I'm just saying I want to be left alone. That's my point.
You want to be left alone. What does that mean?
It means I don't want people to tell me like I have to
be whatever. Right.
That my kids have to be gay or whatever. I don't know.
Right. But
just
nobody's saying that, right? No, nobody's saying that. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, I'll give you an example. If I were to send my kids to public school, I don't want for my 6-year-old to be exposed to a book talking about like gay sex or
but that's not happening,
like that.
Is it?
That is happening.
Really? Where?
That is happening. Look it up. I'm sure there's a book that went viral for like it was in elementary schools and it was teaching kids about like sex
you seem to have a
stuff, and I just don't want that.
Yeah. You seem to have a really good grasp on the topic.
On reality. Because
you're prepared to homeschool your kids because of some anecdote that you are telling me to quote look up because do you have any other specifics to guide my research?
You could just look it up. I'm sure it's easy to find.
Okay. Can you guys look it up? Is there an epidemic of 6-year-olds learning about sex?
It's specifically a book that is teaching kids to be gay.
Are you referring to the books in Dearborn, Michigan?
Dearborn? Is it just something that happened in Dearborn?
I know you're from Detroit. That's why I asked.
Hold on. No, I didn't. I've never seen this in person. I've only seen this on the internet. So hold on.
Okay. Well, I don't. Well, there's a lot of people who are scared. I've heard that point before. It's like I don't want my kids to go to public school and then like they become gay. They get tricked to become gay or trans or something. And well, you say that there was a 6-year-old's learning about gay sex or something, and it's ruining society. So let's look into that.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. No, I did not say that. I didn't say that it was ruining society. You're just like, oh my God, this is so frustrating.
Hold on.
You take one piece of information from what I've said, and then you create like this absolute version, the absolute wrong version of what I said.
Can I play something for you?
It's
that's
so
related.
frustrating.
Let me play something that's related.
I was tanning and I just overheard some kids talking loudly. They were talking about something transgender, something gay. I got up and I went and I talked to them and they were like 16, 17. And I asked them, I'm like, I just have a question. How many people are gay at your school? Like how many people are in the LGBT community, would you say? And one kid immediately said like 60%. And I was like, huh? And the kid's like, no, he's exaggerating. And then it's probably like 35, 40%. And I was like, what? Are you serious? Like almost half? And they're like almost half are transgender or gay. And I'm like, bro, I graduated high school like 4 years ago and there was like 3 gay people. What happened?
Yes.
By the way, this is from last year. It says, what the F is happening with gay people? 10 years ago, everyone called them F words, the F slur for gay people in high school. And today, 1 in 6 high schoolers claim to be gay.
1 in 6. So yeah, it's continuing. More and more people.
So do you miss the days when we could call gay people, the F word?
No, I just think it's surprising. I think it's crazy that that's happened. It's been such a popular trend lately.
Yeah, but that's not true either, is it? It's not 1 in 6.
No, it is. It is.
Really?
I've talked to my cousins that are in high school. I've talked to my cousins in high school. I've talked to strangers that were in high school that go to my school, and a lot of people liked that video and commented on it and said the same thing. I mean, it's a lot more people are gay and transgender these days than before, and I thought it was surprising that there's such. No, 30% or more sometimes. There was such a spike in it, which I thought was crazy and surprising considering gay people can't reproduce. So it's interesting to see that there's such a spike in it. And I was curious about it.
But the obvious answer would be that it's becoming more acceptable to come out of the closet, so to speak.
Yeah, it's becoming more acceptable and it's becoming more of a trend, and more people are saying like, "Hey, this is I don't know, yeah, whatever." I think it's also becoming more acceptable, but it's more of a trend now.
You said it's not genetic, sexuality is programmed. I wasn't into girls when I was 12 weeks old, right? I mean, you're a baby. Why would you want to fuck women at 12 weeks? If a baby human was kept in a white room until he turned 18, he wouldn't have a sexuality. I think he'd be fucking brain dead.
He would just be an animal. Yeah, no. Yeah, it would just be straight limbic system.
Well, there's actually studies, right, of when there was like a wolf girl or something who wasn't exposed, or she was kept in a basement or something, and she lost the ability to speak. So of course they wouldn't have any sexuality.
Well, there was actually they tried to do the study and it had to stop because they didn't give any interaction to the children, and the children would just die even though they were getting enough food or air. Like they just needed affection and love. So the study couldn't even be finished. I looked it up. So it was too like inhumane.
So you say
that I tweeted that because people think they're born gay, and I don't think they're born gay.
So people are not born gay; they choose to be gay.
I don't think people are born gay. Yeah, I think that
they choose.
It's a life choice. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and so why would someone want to choose that? Especially if you go back like 20 years ago, right? Like, or like, 50 years ago. If you go back all the way.
Do you know, Ethan White? I read on that a long time ago. It's guys that don't have tight relationships with their father, from what I remember.
They end up gay.
Right. That's one of the.
Jimmy.
What? Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's back it up a little bit there.
No,
Do you not have a good relationship with your father?
I remember
Ethan?
as a kid.
No, not.
reading
I mean,
on
it's
it.
okay. It's not like.
I didn't mean anything bad by it, but a commonality I saw from when I was in my 20s, because I was never gay, was like.
Jimmy.
Did I say something bad?
I'm just trying to help you.
Okay, then I'm not going to say anything. I'm sorry.
No. You're good.
That's just what I remember.
I'm gonna go take a piss.
All right, go ahead. I want to unpack this with you. This is interesting.
Damn.
Sorry if
I haven't peed once. By
Second
the way.
pee. Yeah, he's on his second pee right now.
Oh, who is that? Beta.
How much longer, Heath, do you keep him on? Is he your whole podcast?
I didn't expect it to go this long, but this is great. I'm enjoying it.
He says that this was going to be a life-changing experience for you. Do you think it's life-changing so far? Have you seen the light?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the light, but it's too bright.
Yeah.
It's too bright. Yeah.
So,
who's that?
Any good movies lately?
Na.
These glasses have changed my life.
Okay, so check this out. Here, I want to hit you with something about the gay thing.
Okay.
So.
Okay, Ethan, let's talk for 14 more minutes, and then I have to go. So that should give us enough time to.
That's fair. So listen, left-handed people, the amount of left-handed people back in the day was really low. Because people with left-handed were seen as inferior, and they were forced to use their right hand more often. But as it became more acceptable and people realized left-handed people weren't demons, then the amount of left-handed people increased, and it became steady at what, like 10% or something?
12%.
12% is left-handed. It went up astronomically all of a sudden.
What did it go for? From what to what? From what percent to 12%?
It went from about 3% to 12%, so a fourfold increase.
So 4 times. Wow. Interesting.
And people don't. Would you say people choose to be left-handed?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, but that'd be silly. Why would you choose to be left-handed? It's like just a silly
I don't know.
thing.
I think it's. I mean, they could choose to be left-handed, or maybe they. I don't know. Maybe.
Can I ask you? If you go back, what was the Turing guy who invented? He invented computers.
Alan Turing.
Yeah, he was a closeted gay man. And when he came out, he was like lobotomized and ostracized, and so why would someone like that choose to be gay? I wonder.
I don't know. They felt that it was who they truly were inside, probably, and that's where they felt comfortable.
So wait, if it's someone's,
maybe.
If somebody's being true to their inner self, how is that a choice?
How is it not? I mean, they're deciding that this is the way that they're going to express like who they really are. This is what they're going to do.
Do you choose
What do
every
you
day
mean?
to be attracted to women?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I'm just naturally attracted to women.
Right. So do I need to connect the dots, or you got it?
Let me think about it. Hold on.
Go ahead.
And collect my thoughts.
Go ahead. It's all good. Take your time. Because you're so close. You said
I wasn't. Well, the thing is, I wasn't born straight though. Like going back to the tweet, it's something that I've developed, and now that I'm mature in it and I'm secure in my attraction to women. I wasn't born being attracted to women. I wasn't born with the sexuality, and I think that you kind of just figure it out, and then yeah, you like based on the way you grow up in your environment or whatever happens to you in life, you go one or the other way. I read a statistic. You guys, you can have your team look it up, but it was like a majority of people that are part of the LGBTQ have had like some sort of traumatic sexual experience in their life, or they have some sort of traumatic event happen in their life that greatly influences their coming out or their decision or whatever to be whatever it is that they want to be. And also, although it's a very small proportion of the population of them, which I think it's like, I don't know what percent it is. They are responsible for a majority of like the sexual, what is the word? Like sexual cases, like molestation, like sexual abuse cases, like they're responsible for it, which would just mean that it would make sense because if they were sexually abused, then they would be more likely to sexually abuse.
So
I'm sure you learned that in therapy.
You think gay people are more likely to be abusive to children?
Sexually abusive? I think that's a statistic. Yeah, I think that's true. I believe so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not true. Because let me ask. I'll fact check that. But do kids choose their upbringing?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kids don't choose their upbringing, and then they become adults, and then they have this inner commitment. They want to be true to themselves inside them to be gay. So at what point are they choosing to be gay?
I don't know, Ethan, and I don't. You're gonna try to frame me as like someone that doesn't like gay people. I don't have anything against gay people at all. If someone wants to be gay, they should be gay, and that's fine. If it makes them happy, then do that. I have friends that are gay, so I don't know. Like you're in this podcast, you're gonna try to make me look bad, but it's not gonna work here. I don't have anything against gay people.
I'm having a conversation with stuff you said. For example, there's this idea that gay people are predators. That's super homophobic and actually super wrong, right? There's no credible scientific study or evidence that suggests that lesbian, gay, bisexual, or trans people are more likely to sexually abuse children than heterosexual. In fact, research has consistently shown that sexual orientation is not a predictor of sexual offending of a child. It's the American Psychological Association, among other professional organizations, has stated that there's no empirical evidence to support the notion that homosexuality is a risk for child sexual abuse.
So I found a study actually that I read that said there's 4 environments the child can grow up in, right? Or more than that, but you could have married male, female. You could have unmarried male, female, married male, male, married female, female. And the absolute best case scenario for a child, the best environment was married male and female for various reasons. And that the worst environment was unmarried female and female. And they reported that they followed these kids throughout their lives, and they saw that these kids were often more depressed. They had more anxiety. They had trouble paying attention in school, and et cetera, et cetera. So I read that study.
They get bullied.
I could forward that to you.
If it's true, which I don't think it is.
No,
it's probably
I mean,
because the kids get bullied for having gay parents.
So I'll link you the study and you could read it. I don't think it's necessarily because they get bullied for having gay parents. It could be because the man gives something that the child needs and the woman gives something that the child needs, and that's just the best scenario for the child, as it's always been since the birth of our species. It's always been this way, and that's why it's probably still the best way.
Right, but
I'll send you the study.
Still, let's assume that's true. Like, who cares, right?
Well, you would want your kid to grow up and not.
Well, of course, my kid's going to grow up.
Not be.
I fucked my wife. I mean, I fucked my wife, and we had a kid.
You wouldn't.
It's none of my. You said you just wanted to be left alone, bro. Why do you care?
You're asking me. That's why I'm responding.
Okay. So what do you do with the data? The data has some application.
We have 7 minutes, Ethan. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Can we end it on a good note, or is that out of the question?
No. You're right. Let's move on. It's not that. It's whatever. Let's see. I want to show you. Well, first, okay, let's just do this. I know you don't have a lot of time. Your thoughts on Andrew Tate real fast. I just want to address this with you.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. So just tell me real fast. Do you think he's a role model? Do you think he's a good guy? Like, I just want to hear you talk about him in short. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll tell you what I think. And please don't interrupt me so I can get everything out.
Just try to be succinct. Okay, if you can be, because we don't have a lot of time.
There are some things about Tate that are good things that men would want to emulate, and there are some things that you should absolutely not emulate. There are both. There are bad and good.
So
that's where I stand.
So I think the good ones are obvious.
Good or bad?
The good ones are obvious. Like, we know he's like rich and successful and whatever, yada yada yada. So what are the bad ones? That's what I'm curious about. Okay,
starting a agency and like an OnlyFans agency or webcam agency, I don't think that men should ever aspire to do that ever. Sleeping with a bunch of girls and having like all these girls with you and having multiple wives, I completely disagree with that. Those two things, absolutely. And then what else is there? He's too blunt. Like, he's a little bit too hard. He's too aggressive. I think that you need to calm down. But I also think that he is that way on the internet, and in reality, he's a lot less aggressive. That's just what I believe.
Do you think he's a sex trafficker?
I don't know. I think that there's a chance that he could be framed, but also there's a lot of information that I don't know. But I don't think him being framed is crazy. I don't think that's completely out of the question. I think that he pissed off a lot of people, and those people don't want him to talk. Did you see real quick, yes or no? Did you see the podcast with Tucker Carlson and Nelk Boys?
I know it happened. I didn't watch it.
Okay, so in the podcast, Tucker talks about Jeffrey Epstein, and he was like, Jeffrey was like, he called his brother the 2 days before or something, and he's like, yeah, Jeffrey's going to get out, everything's going to be fine, and then boom, dead. And that was in like the New York federal prison, which was like one of the most secure places in the entire planet. There was like this many inmates that when the doors opened and they got out,
I want to have time to rebuttal. So I don't want to cut you off.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So the cameras weren't working. The inmates got out. Jeffrey Epstein was dead. And then the next day, some people were discharged. Names were never found. Nobody knows anything. Like, this person was killed in one of the most secure locations possible. Nobody knows who did it. So yeah, I believe there are people out there that have some crazy ass power. And if Tate goes against some of the things that those people agree with, I think that those people have reason to not like him and reason to try to get him behind bars or killed. I do believe that. So I don't believe it's crazy for him to be falsely accused or for him to be set up. I don't believe that at all.
Okay, so it's possible he was framed. I mean, this is from just last year. You said Tate is a G brother. Jordan Peterson is a different energy, but both together are the fathers we never had. So obviously you look up to him and you think, well, maybe, but he's probably framed. So I want to show you a video. May I?
Okay.
This is a video. It's not long. This is a video from Hustler University, which is his e-commerce course, that was unearthed. So let me just play this for you. This is Andrew Tate speaking for himself.
Then you start saying things like, oh yeah, but you're always working. I have to do some traveling and you can't come. I want to bring you with me. Traveling is a great one because the thing about this business is mobile. If you can find a good Airbnb with good internet, you can run it somewhere else. So it's a good little caveat to throw in. Oh, and you're always working. Why don't you work for me so we spend more time together? Work for you doing what? So I'll have a webcam business. Oh, I don't want to do that. So okay, I know you don't want to do that, but listen, come, let's have a meeting. Let's just talk about it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Fine. But let me explain it to you properly. In fact, I'll bring one of the girls who works for me. You, your bottom bitch, the new girl, you go out for fucking a nice dinner. Your bottom bitch is the one who does the selling. You don't do the selling. The girl has to hear it from a girl. And this is where your bottom bitch has to be trained. That's why I said it's so important to have a good first girl. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So you don't need to pay tax to anybody. You need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax. Because girls are lazy, and girls are stupid, and girls don't understand how taxes work. So the girl's working with you, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. She'll sit there and go, okay, okay. Now that allows you to do two things. One, it's another control element. If I work with him, my tax is not a problem. If I do it alone, I have to deal with taxes. Taxes are complicated. So control element. It allows you to pay her a smaller percentage. So I used to pay my girls 30%. So for every $10,000 they made, I'd give them 3, and I'd keep 7. They thought they were on 50%. And I said that the disparity is because of taxes. So you're on 50%, but we had to pay the tax first, and then it's 50-50. If they say, why is it 50-50? Because I'm the one on camera. You say, because I'm the one typing, I'm the one with the property you're working in, I'm the one paying the bills, the electricity, I'm the one who's, and the electricity and every other maintenance cost of this property, I'm the one who bought the equipment, I'm the one who knows what he's doing, I'm the one with the knowledge, I'm the da-da-da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up, go online. And they should be pretty happy with that if they respect you as a person overall. So really you're paying 30, you tell them you're paying 50, the difference is in the tax. That's where the disparity lies, taxes. If they don't believe you or they want to get fresh or whatever, print out some tax forms. I used to do this all the time. I used to print out some random tax forms and say, yeah, sign here and sign this. What is it? It's for the tax. You want to pay the tax or not? Oh, okay. And they just sign away. They don't know what they're fucking signing. I'll throw them away afterwards. But they think something's happening. Something real is happening. Nothing's happening besides me getting rich, bitch.
Was that interesting to you? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, I don't like that. Like, I disagree with the way he talks about it, about women in that video for sure.
Do you think he was framed after watching that?
Well, I don't think that doesn't provide any evidence as to into sex trafficking. He was just talking about how he like strong arms and manipulates women into like working with him.
Well, he started by saying, I bring well, yeah, what you just said is coercive sex trafficking.
Strong arming somebody into working with you. That's the trafficking part. That's the strong arming.
Look,
just to be clear.
That much, and I figured out it's sex trafficking. So when I'm
maybe
Ethan, is that
maybe I just don't know that.
Ethan, that's sex trafficking. So I'm an idiot, and I know. So if I know, it's not a hard one to figure out.
Well, he started by saying, I bring a girl over. She doesn't want to do webcam work. So I bring my bottom bitch. You know what that is, right?
I figured it out.
You know what a bottom bitch is?
No.
It's like your main prostitute, your main sex working girl who is on your side in terms of convincing the women and putting forward narratives and helping keep the women in check. So he brings the bottom bitch. They all go out together. He says, I have the bottom bitch explain why it's such an awesome job to her. She doesn't want to do it at first, but we convince her with this bottom bitch. Then we bring her to my compound where I steal money from them.
I got it. I know.
Yeah.
So that definitely does not look good for sure. Like
at least
it doesn't look good, but
I don't know about you, but if I knew someone that said that shit, I'm out.
Like I said, I think Tate has some good things about him, and there are some things I don't like about him. But
don't you think you're putting it mildly when you go, there's some things I don't like about him? Because what he just said is he's admitting to several crimes. And I know sex trafficking maybe is not sometimes as obvious as people think, but he did describe what sex trafficking is.
Is he in jail, Heath?
He is in jail.
For how long?
Well, his trial is on. He's been detained he's in detention, but his trial hasn't happened yet.
But he's locked up.
He's locked up, yeah.
So you're safe because he's not around.
I'm safe.
Not you. I mean, people are safe.
The women are safe.
Yeah, people are safe.
The women are safe.
So
G. Lane was Epstein's bottom bitch.
It's almost 3 minutes. That doesn't look good. Just to finish that off, it's pretty shitty by him, in my opinion, and I don't think anyone should look up to that part of him at all. For sure, that's
it doesn't invalidate the good parts.
I mean, you can pick things from people, and you can take the good things and leave the bad. But yeah,
the good parts being he's jacked and does karate.
And he motivates people to get in the gym and
but he also sex traffics women.
But he goes to the gym.
But we're all gonna.
He goes to the gym. He's cool.
It's that
right,
yin and
Olive?
yang.
Ethan.
A lot of people say Hitler
Ethan.
was a great. I hate to go back, but it's just so easy. Hitler was he did all kinds of. He motivated people. He really did
Ethan.
motivate people. Boy.
But he was a bad person.
I have.
Even though he was a motivator.
Ethan,
Yeah,
I don't
but
want to just
give and
leave.
take.
Person.
Give and take.
Ethan, I told you I have to go, and I want to wrap it up.
Andrew
I don't
Tate
wanna just
says,
exit.
"I
Can
love
we wrap it up?
raping you" to a woman who accused him of rape. That's a WhatsApp text obtained from a subpoena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we wrap it up, or do I have to leave?
We can wrap it up.
I
Yeah,
really
you gotta
want to
go.
say.
I do want to say
I gotta go.
I appreciate all the time that you spent here with us. Thank you.
Thank you,
I did not
Sebastian.
expect it to be this long.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We had a lively conversation. We had a contentious conversation. You learned a new word today.
I never finished my story either, Ethan. You never let me finish my story.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't have time now, but you can watch my video on it.
Did
But
you
probably
change
won't.
my life?
You don't think it's that interesting?
You said you would change
I
my
don't
life.
think-
Do you think that you've
I
achieved
don't
your
think.
goal?
I don't know. I think that we're going to need multiple sessions. We don't have to record them, but you could give me your phone number. I can call you and we could talk more.
Do you really think you can help me, that you have knowledge, that you can motivate me?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that I could open up your mind.
Right.
100%.
And you know that I'm like, I'm the traditional male that you dream of, dude. I'm married. I've got kids. I'm rich. I run my own business. Don't you think you should be asking me for advice?
No.
Why?
No, not even.
But I am the traditional male
There's
dream.
something.
Because you're fat, Ethan.
But you don't go to the gym, Ethan.
Yeah, you're fat.
Well, that's it.
There are some things I could probably learn from you, but no, there's definitely things you could learn from me.
You value
as well.
monogamy,
I believe that.
heterosexuality, children, and wealth.
All right,
I have all
Ethan.
those things.
Ethan, you could learn
call
more
me-
from him. No, you could learn more from him. Olivia and I, we agree on that one note. Right?
Here's my words of wisdom. You're 24-year-old. You don't know shit about life. As all 24-year-olds,
Not true.
you have hubris. That's your
No.
downfall. You would be so much more open and receptive and respectable if you had some humility. Exactly. You need to have humility.
I have more humility. I have more humility than you do.
Do you see what
That's
you just
such
said?
a hypocritical thing to say.
You literally just did it.
You're one-upped.
I said I
That's
have
such
more
a
humility
hypocritical
than
thing.
you. Don't you see that that's an
Yes,
ironic
you
statement?
You are being such a hypocrite.
But don't
It's
you
unbelievable.
see? You said I
It
have
is
more humility than you.
unbelievable.
Like, do you see how stupid that is? Like
all of your content is hateful. How
We're
can you
back
go
on
on
that.
and brag
Keep
about
saying
being more
that, bro.
humility?
I
Having more
criticize people.
humility
I'm a
than-
comedian.
Look at. Oh my god. All right.
I'm inspiring men. I'm
I
inspiring men.
I tried to wrap it up and finish off on a good thought, to literally be more mature than this nearly 40-year-old person here that invited me to his show.
37.
And you're not having this. I'm already 6 minutes
52.
past where I need
Well,
to go.
the difference of our
So I'm
age
going
was
to
quite
leave.
apparent, but I do wish
I'm
for
going
you.
to leave. I'm going to leave
I
now.
do
'cause
wish
you
for you
can't
to
do
have
this. You
more
just want to
humility.
keep going like a little child.
More humility.
Give us a flex to end it on a good note. Give us a flex.
Let's see the muscles.
Flex us up.
Yeah.
There it is.
go, you hoe.
Take the shirt off. Let me
Let's
see
go.
the pec work.
Do
Boom,
Dr.
boom, boom.
Fidel.
Let me see the pack work.
Do it, Dr. Fidel.
Let me see
Shirt
the
off.
back.
Shirt off, Dr.
Okay.
Fidel.
You work hard for
I'm
it. Show it
leaving.
off, brother.
See you later, my friend.
All right, nice
I
chatting.
hope-
Thanks
I
for
hope we
calling.
can talk again soon.
Yeah, maybe we
See you
will
later.
actually. But I appreciate you spending the time and sitting through it all. So thank you, man. Appreciate it. Really do.
Have a good night.
All right, take care.
have a good
Recording
night.
stopped.
Here it is.
Holy
There's
shit,
love.
dude.
I don't know if he knew that was live because he recorded the Zoom.
Well, I would be surprised if he didn't know, because he seemed to do a lot of research watching two hate videos on YouTube about you before coming into this call.
He knew a lot about you.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know anything
knew a lot.
about life, but he thinks he knows everything.
I
That's
wonder if he's
amazing.
gonna watch that back.
He thought he looked. Listen. I mean, first of all, I do say I do respect that he sat through that whole thing.
More than
I
you
was
can say of
surprised
Crowder.
You were killing him. I'm surprised he didn't bail on you.
I thought he was gonna
hung
go-
in. He hung in.
I thought he was going to go to the bathroom and never
not come back.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
going to be cut into a million different ways as TikTok Sigma grind set videos. You know,
I knew going in, this is going to be like 1,000 alpha Sebastian owns Ethan compilations.
I'll counter them with the other way.
There you go.
It's crazy how he's more critical of you than Andrew Tate, a confirmed sex trafficker.
Yeah, he made you sound worse than Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
They have such a hard time denouncing him. Like, they cannot. Like, I showed him a video of Andrew Tate being like, I am evil and I hurt people.
I'm glad he acknowledged that
Why
that
would
was
look
bad,
up to
though.
the
at
guy after
least.
you showed him that video on the sex trafficking thing. I did that with Dan years ago. We figured that out to stop in the late 90s.
Right.
No, there's no X, Dan. It was a cute
You just
one.
tried to be funny. You know the rules.
No, I didn't. It was Ethan that did it. Don't X it.
Jimmy, you done good today. I can't
Nah.
even lie about it.
Oh,
You've been
thank
great.
you.
Yeah, you're doing good.
He's been
You're
great,
doing good.
right? Hasn't Jimmy been great?
Yeah, I
The best.
Are you being
No, it's been
serious?
good.
I'm being serious, and you had some great commentary throughout.
Oh,
You were cracking me up.
I appreciate the shout outs. I love it.
Yeah,
I love
you
you
did
guys.
good, actually. It was really fun having you at my side there.
Just
Jimmy
being
was
normal.
coming and whispering
being
shit in
normal.
my ear.
Being normal. Well, I didn't want to say it on the air and hurt the guy's feelings. My God.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you
does
would never do
Yeah,
that.
sensitive king.
He seemed a little
Because,
sensitive,
The guy was so off, but I didn't want to say nothing to the kid.
Jimmy, you were cracking me up when you took a bathroom break. You came over here and you whispered to me, "This guy's full of shit."
How's a 24? Look, I'm older, comfortable. You're middle-aged, way comfortable. This kid's 24. And if you look at the background where he lives and he's telling you multi-million, I said, this isn't a hard one to figure out.
You
He's in
think
an
his apartment didn't look expensive?
My goddamn room in the hotel where I'm staying, I don't live, is nicer than that. I mean, it's not a hard one to figure out. If you let people, Lynn always says, if you let people talk and you don't say anything, in about 10, 15 minutes, you could figure it all
That's
out.
Jimmy quoting his
That's
wife.
my smart wife, Lynn, who listens and is so smart she knows.
Feminist king.
Yeah, you are a feminist king.
Yeah, my wife's. As I said to Ethan, I have to say she's wonderful. Or I'm out of the will. You know, have to be careful. Everything's in her name.
If she's
I said I have to be careful what I say, or I'm out of the will. Everything's in her name.
right, don't push.
Don't push. No, but I don't think he understood. Honestly, he's a kid. He doesn't understand.
It's just. I. feel
But he's
like
trying so hard to be compelling. But I mean, an older person like me can see through that.
the whole
Not
thing.
hard to figure that
The
one
whole
out.
thing about like Teddy Fresh being drop shipping was
I
wild.
can't believe how he insulted your brand. I'm surprised you didn't cut it. He was so insulting about your wife and your brand. And that's
It's fine.
your
I heard that shit
livelihood.
all the time.
It
You
was
know?
just a bizarre point to be like he knows the difference between manufacturing overseas and drop shipping. Like,
Yeah, but
he
it's like
knows
we're
that.
not buying our clothes on Alibaba, already made. Like,
Right. Yeah. I mean, you made a good point with the. Does Apple drop ship their iPhones?
Yeah.
Like because they're made like that. That was a great counterpoint that you made there.
I just
Didn't seem to really get through.
I think he was angry and he was just trying to hurt.
I think
Yeah,
my
I
quote, I got problems, we got to let him have. Because he actually has problems. What do you think, Eth? Give him that quote, I got problems?
He's
to
got
him.
problems.
He's got real
I
problems.
got problems. He's got problems.
No, my problems are my jokes. His problem, he's really got problems.
He is a problem.
He is a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that good? I mean, we were trying to. I went for a long.
People seem to love it. Hassan
I'm
was
surprised you
messaging
went
me
so long with
throughout that whole thing, saying what a great job you were doing.
Oh, thank you, Hassan.
Yeah, and he was watching it on stream.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, at one point he said, "Okay, Ethan." I'm not even kidding.
No, I called it.
Yeah, no,
And you did a
Ethan pointed it
perfect
out. when he
Okay,
said it.
Ethan soundbite.
Yeah, we got a new one.
Yes.
There we go.
He did. There's a soundbite of someone else I was debating.
Okay, Ethan.
And he said that at a
Oh.
point of when he was too frustrated with me to counter my point. He did the same thing.
So why would he want to come on it when he doesn't like your content? He doesn't like you.
'Cause he
and he thinks your business that makes a fortune is a scam. Like why would I? That's all preposterous.
Yeah, so I am kind of like a meme on TikTok amongst alpha males because there's a clip of me making fun of the gym, whatever, that's taken out of context.
Is that how that started?
Yeah, and so to them, again, this video, he thinks he's smarter than me and he thinks he's better than me and he thinks he's going to come on here and make me look like a fool. And it's the hubris. I mean, he actually published this video on his channel, and I saw this, and I was like, "Please, God, call him to the show."
Really stupid. Ethan Klein
He's
is
stupid.
the worst person.
He's the worst person.
He's the worst.
This is my
person on the
favorite.
planet.
He wishes he was us.
This man.
He wishes. Who's that? Who's that?
I don't know. It's his little.
That's,
it's his sidekick.
Is that
the other
cohort?
Sebastian.
Sebastian number
So
2.
I really wanted you to ask him about this, but correct me if I'm wrong. but he hosts that show with another guy named Sebastian.
What? I don't know.
It's two Sebastians.
Is that a problem?
It's just fucking weird, right? Like, what?
Oh, by the
How
way,
many Sebastians do you know?
Same show.
By the
They
way,
got two?
I had something funny I wanted to point out to him, but we just kept getting so sidetracked. But I wanted to show him in this clip where he goes, I was shocked about so many gay kids. He starts it off by
I was tanning and I just
listen to
heard
what he says in the beginning. I just was like, oh shit. He goes, listen to this.
I was tanning and I just heard
I was tanning, bro. Gay. Gay. You're gay. You were tanning, bro.
So you think he's a lemon drop?
I was tanning and
I'm just making fun of the fact that he's tanning. What are you gay?
I was tanning and I just overheard some
gay. Thank you. Okay. It's always fun. It's always a good time. I was just surprised he's so calm. He called Hila a slut too, kind of. He called her a hoe.
Dressing like a hoe.
I was getting so mad when he was
Olivia,
talking
you
about
said
Hila.
something nice. I heard what you said about that she
He was
trained
so
and
gross.
stuff. Yeah.
But see, he goes, you're nitpicking. But I'm like, no, I'm pointing out logical inconsistencies that, you're not willing to confront.
Yeah.
He says Hila's a hoe, dressed like a hoe. But it's different when guys
That's like
do
a
it.
workout sweatsuit is all.
That was pretty brutal.
It's
You
different
pulled
when
up the
guys
photo.
do it because we're just checking out our gains.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah. There it is. All right. Thank you, Hassan. I appreciate that, Hassan. You're the man. You're a great dude. I love you. And I'm excited to see you tomorrow. This is awesome. How it started. I'm going to change your life. How it ended. I just want to be left alone. I was like feeling
That's
bad.
hysterical.
Oh, yeah. He was.
How's he going to? Let me ask you something. How's he changing people's lives at 24 years old? I want to know what he's doing.
But like, I have every.
Tony Robbins is actually a motivational speaker. He's actually good. What is this guy doing to change and motivate you?
He's going to teach people how to
How to
buy
drop
shit on
ship?
Alibaba and sell it on
How to
Amazon.
drop ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is you buy shit on Alibaba and you sell it on Amazon, right? I mean, that's what it is. I mean, in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, I'm sure there's other nuances to it, and maybe not all from Alibaba or whatever. But yeah, I mean, buy low, sell high.
It's crazy that Toyota just drop ships cars over here. I mean, they should get a real job. Fuck that, man. I'm not buying any of those drop ship Toyotas.
Drop ship. We are.
Man, Sebastian just shit the bed. There was 43,000 people watching. Mr. Do your research, eh?
Your dying YouTube channel.
The funniest thing you guys did was when he was really insulting you, and you put the screen up where his followers went in the crapper.
That was
the funniest
Timing
thing.
on that was pretty.
Was that you,
special.
Dan? That was.
No,
and then you
somebody
made
else
the
pulled that
comment,
up.
and
Yeah, I
he
looked it
didn't know
up.
what to say. That was funny.
I looked it up immediately, and yeah, sure
Yeah,
enough.
Cam provided.
Well, Dan, you're good on your research. God, you're quick.
It's a good team we got here.
Yeah, you really
You
have
know?
a good team. You have
It's
a loyal team.
It's
and
incredible
you should be
anybody
thankful.
watches the show.
Shut up! Come on.
And we're
You have
all
a good team. You
going
got a
down
good
the,
team.
the shitter.
It's a shame no men watch the show though.
Right.
Heath, you know what?
He did have like the most popular podcast of all time, like 1 year ago.
Hey, Heath, it doesn't matter if you have women, men, half, whatever. You have a huge fan base.
I like half.
And it'd be nice that the guy says, dude, you get over 1 million followers, views. That's crazy good. It doesn't matter who's watching you. You got so many people watching you. A fan is a fan. It could be a kid, could be an adult, it could be a man or woman. You got people watching. You got a ton of people watching.
People are saying 80,000 if you count Hassan.
Oh, that's a good point. Because he had like 35K.
More importantly, I think he should be asking why his audience is so male. Like, why are women so repulsed by your content?
That's why
He's a chauvinist.
Didn't
If
know
you
where he
listen
was
to
going
him
with that
carefully and how he feels. He's the old school Europeans. That's how a lot of the men are. They're
and you know what?
Very old school
You know
European.
what?
He's from Romania.
If you have a relationship with your significant other where you guys like that kind of relationship, then that's awesome.
Well, that's that old school European man-woman relationship.
My problem is that he presents this as a self-help guy,
He's
that
not
this is the way to live, and it's not.
No.
It's not.
You're right.
Thank you.
I just love that based on his content, he thought you'd be a layup. And then he got here and got fucking slammed.
Did you think he knew he was going to get
Flustered.
hammered that bad? I don't think so.
I don't think he'd come on if he did.
He also got ratioed on that tweet. I'm just looking at it.
Well, we have all of our fans. I mean,
Yeah, but I have to.
What he goes? Your tweet got no likes. I was like, what the fuck? There's a direct.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was great. Yeah.
Why? Because you just text them and.
But when
put it
you
up,
when you
favors?
tweet directly at someone, it doesn't. It's
It
not
doesn't
public.
show up on
Not
people's
public.
feeds.
Yeah.
I got you.
And also, who cares?
Yeah, and also, why are you arguing about Twitter likes?
Oh man, that was good.
Can I ask who did my design? Because it's really good with the Rickles and the tooth and the pints.
That's Cam.
Cam, you're incredible.
Oh, thank
he
you,
is.
Jimmy.
You're so good.
Do you want to hire him for your social media team, Jimmy?
Well, how do I hire him? He works for him.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
loyal.
There you go. That's
I
right.
couldn't afford any of you guys. I'm doing it as a fun thing. This is your job. You're paying your people like I pay my dental people. They got real jobs.
yeah,
they make
maybe.
a lot of money. Yeah.
Jimmy, you know I toss you a bone every now and again.
I
too.
know you do. I know you do.
By the way, I love the way you guys melded the green screens together so it looks like one coherent kind
They
of.
bleed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the last time that you had a co-host
What's that
with,
picture of on the
Eddie,
desk
we
supposed
just
to
left
be?
it on the green for comedic effect, but
I like this.
yeah, this seems nice.
Cam, what's the picture next to the phone?
That's your family photo. It's all of us
It's all the podcast.
Oh.
on your desk.
So I
It's
have
your
another
family
family.
I guess
So I have to move out here, come out here more often. I have two families. I've
There you
wanted
go.
my
Yeah,
hotel too.
just tell your wife and kids. My real
I have
family's out in California.
My real family's the Peninsula Hotel in H3. My wife will go for that. She'll say go.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. Well, I think we'll be back in the summer.
Okay,
knowing the family trip. This is March. Yeah.
Well, also Jimmy won his prize, right? I mean, he got through the whole episode.
So do I get to
Wait,
do that?
oh yeah.
Zach told me driving here. Yeah.
Yeah, you
When's
won the grand
When's
prize.
the live show?
We don't have a date yet, but there'll be 1,500 people there.
So what I will do this year, I will promise you, I won't go away a month before and then not come. As long as you give me the notice, I'll make sure that next time I come, it'll be when you.
It'll
have
likely
the show.
be in like mid to late May, is what it looks like. So
Oh, you mean it's going to be soon?
relatively soon.
All right. Well, then mid to late May. So
Well,
I'll
we'll
have to
see.
come out
It's
again?
all still in the works, and
We'll
it's
Okay, I only
Yeah.
say because I know the summer trips like in June or July, August. So I'll come out maybe for a short trip, but I'll come out for that because
We'll
I
figure it
messed
out.
up the last one, Dan. Because what I did was I came November
I
because
remember.
my publicist got me all this crap, and then I just couldn't come back a month later. I couldn't afford to.
Makes
come
sense.
All right, all right.
That-
We'll,
that
we'll
was the
plan
real
it a little
reason.
better.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah. But if you
thank
give me
you.
notice, I'll come.
Right.
Even if I come just
Yeah.
for you.
Play 'em
I'll
off,
come,
Zach.
Heath.
We expected the 10 million of the same texts, Jimmy. We'll play
By the
with
way,
you.
dude, you got ratioed by Jimmy Lee, bro. Look at this.
I had to do it to
What'd
him.
he say?
I had to do it to him.
Love.
Who's that?
This is him. He tweeted that, and it's Jimmy saying ratio.
What's that mean?
It means you got more likes than he did under his tweet.
No, I got more likes than him on his tweet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Ratioed.
And he's got the
Good job,
picture
Jimmy.
when I was on the boardwalk.
All right, Jimmy, I got to show you how to unmute your phone now.
Wait.
Oh,
wait.
yeah,
There's
please.
I'm a longtime
somebody help
history
me?
fan, Gabe, not by choice, and disagree with much of what you've said, but I very much respect you even going on the show. And even polite saying goodbye. Respect. Okay, we love our nice fans. I thought we were all hateful piece of shit trolls.
So wait a minute, who wrote that? A fan?
A fan said, I disagree, but I'm glad you're respectful. He said, that's what's up. The only person from Ethan's audience that has been nice.
Mm.
Well, at least there's one of them. We're
There's
not
one
all
out
bad.
there.
So there you go. But it's like, it's like some things he doesn't understand what he's doing. He does.
Too young.
He's
to
young.
Understand.
He doesn't know what he's
That's
saying.
what I was trying to say. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's a kid.
Yeah.
What do you know at 24? I'm older. I was telling one of you guys earlier. I still need to learn a lot, and I'm older. I still learn every day.
You just learned what a ratio is.
Yeah, there's so much I don't know when I'm older, and I've traveled all over, and I got a business. And this kid's 24, telling he knows everything.
Here, this is 40 seconds ago. He's coping.
Jimmy and AB, we are still.
Hey, can you guys
We're live.
escort him to
You
the
could maybe
green room, please?
leave the studio for your conversation.
Thank you
so much.
Sebastian is coping. He says, here comes Ethan's fan to clown on me. I was actually trying to find common ground with him, but he wasn't having it. Didn't know it was going to be live. Again, bro, that's kind of on you.
Literally, why did you not know that?
Like, that's our thing. Also, it's live on YouTube right now. Didn't know it was going to be live. Also said they weren't trying to gotcha me. I did not gotcha him. Did I? I was engaged. Lots of humility. I did not gotcha him,
you
did
had
I?
a list of his content that you wanted to go through with him. And whenever you stopped on something very specific, I think he would get frustrated because you wouldn't keep going, but you were curious about specific ideology that went into what he said in that exact moment, but he didn't want to get into
He's
that.
just not used to being challenged or pushed back on at all.
Yeah.
And he took that as being, well, in his words, immature. But, I mean, I don't think you were really being immature.
I wasn't,
outside
like,
of
secretive
perhaps a few
about-
moments here and there.
How
But,
dare you?
I mean.
Me, the
That's
great role model.
That's
people,
perfect.
people cry when they meet me, Dan. How dare you? But I would say we gotcha Jeff when we had that picture. But I did not gotcha him. I wanted to have a conversation. He asked me, what's contentious mean?
Gotcha.
I don't think you. Yeah, I think you more inspired him. I think you changed his life for the better.
He'll come to learn. He'll cry when he sees me. I'm sure of it. He's going to come to my next fan meetup and cry and talk about how I changed his life. Also, you got to love how he's like, I have more humility in my pinky than you'll ever know.
I'm the most humble person you've ever fucking met.
It's so funny. It's like a meme. I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was, not great.
It's kind of sad to how desperate he is to get validations from his success story too. It's kind of embarrassing in my opinion, like trying to.
Oh my god, and what a boring story.
Well, that's the reason I kept interrupting him is because he just wants to like do this puff piece, and he keeps talking about the same thing about how I'm so rich and I'm so inspiring and yada yada. It's like, bro, let's just have a conversation about the points that are interesting. You know, there it is, huh? Jimmy. By the way, Harvey. First of all, I want to say about this. Sebastian on Twitter says, did the best I could. These comments and DMs are so insane. I can't believe it. Please don't harass him. You know, he's going to come to terms with, I think he left that thinking he owned me.
Yeah.
And let's just, I want him, he doesn't need to be harassed.
Don't
okay?
be mean if you want someone to learn. They won't learn.
Right. It's true.
Show him that H3 fans are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Prove to them that there's more than that one person. 5-time COVID survivor. Be generous to him.
That's funny.
This man's got so much long COVID, his fucking his brain has turned into a raisin.
That would explain a few things.
Dude, one more and he'll be the Michael Jordan of COVID.
That's right.
Right.
Double three-peat.
Yep.
But I do think it's funny what Harvey... Wait, hold on. Let me go back. I like this cope, though, even though I do want him not to be... Ryan Harvey left a response to this tweet where he says, everyone's being mean to me. I can be your angel or I can be your devil.
That's right.
Oh, man. I love
This
that.
might be DMC.
I love the idea of these
Oh
guys
shit,
always...
that one's gonna get clean.
DMC, yeah.
Nah. It was pretty short.
Yeah, it was short. Zach was dipping it out.
Oh shit. Oh, that'd be fucked up if our whole...
We gotta. Well,
That's how it works.
the chestnuts is the same amount of time over we just played.
Yeah.
So
You never
I think
know,
it's probably
though.
okay.
He was right on tune.
7 or
too,
8
man.
seconds.
Yeah, that was good.
This man asked me with a straight face, what does contentious mean?
I mean, he's young.
It's not, but yeah, but you know.
Not that advanced of a vocabulary word.
But he
You're right.
opened with, I have wisdom. I have wisdom coming out my ears, brother.
A wazoo.
I got wisdom for days. Why? Isn't wisdom by definition not like knowledge through lived life? Like that.
Generally seen that way. I mean, a young person can be wise, which was a point he was trying to make at one point, which I think is fair. I don't necessarily know if he's an exemplar of wisdom, but it...
Because wisdom is the quality of having experience and knowledge. It's like, you know, it means specifically that you've lived a life and you have wisdom from these lived experiences. You could be smart, you could be insightful, you could be intuitive.
Oh.
But it's a little bit hubris for the young person to say they're wise. Oh, that could be good. Chat says
that was smart.
Button for DMCA next time. That's funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we can always cut it if it gets.
Yeah,
we'll just cut that part.
I didn't get a flag on the back end, by
Okay,
the way.
that's good.
So I think we're okay.
Wow, what a show, guys! Who says this podcast is on the decline? Who?
Ethan Decline or Ethan Incline.
Oh, Ethan declining.
If this is your first time watching, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications.
That's
leave a
right.
like.
Hey!
Yeah, so we can get on the up climb.
Give this vid a thumbs up. Oh yeah.
Hey, you know, another surprising thing about that interview is that Jimmy didn't know what a rim shot was. This is the old-timey man.
I was baffled by that.
You're the old-timey comedian.
Like, rim shots are of his era.
That's it. That's all it is. It's
Right.
just a rim shot after rim shot. Hey.
He was talking to me for 5 minutes in the parking lot. He says he loves us all.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming.
For all of the, Jimmy's
He asked
antics, he is really a sweet guy.
He asked me 3 times when the live show was. I told him we'll let him know. Okay, but let me know when the live show is. We'll let you know. As soon as we know, you'll know.
Definitely
Okay.
let him know.
But I gotta know 6 weeks in advance. So you'll let me know? Yes, Jimmy, I'll let you know.
Zach is
I
doing
love you guys.
everything in his power to play us the fuck off right now.
I have to
Have
pee
you
so
noticed
bad
that?
too.
I have to piss like a racehorse.
He's been making the music swell. He's like, all right, here we go.
Thank you, Alexandria, for the 5 gifted. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow morning for Leftovers, where a great friend, Hassan, and the savior of animals. This man saved dogs. Wait, hold on. Shantinkaris Mouse said, I'm really happy y'all are challenging the Red Pill Sigma narrative. YouTube continues to push it on me, and I can only imagine how it would influence me if I was a younger person. That's what we're doing here. You presented him with his own content, and that was a gotcha, bro. Also, I'd bet money he owns Supreme and has the nerve to diss Teddy Fresh. That was my point. I know you own designer hoodies, bro, that cost a lot more than $100 because you're all into status symbols. I bet you've got like $1,000 hoodie from like Vetements or whatever that you fucking, I just want to acknowledge all of our great supporters.
He drives a Lamborghini, right? Or what was the deal with that?
What was it?
Isn't that a Lamborghini?